Hey everybody, welcome to another round of Canje Plays. Just make sure I hit the right button. Welcome to another round of Canje Plays. This is week of vacation, which means week of board gaming, right? So we're gonna have some fun time playing some different board games each day, maybe sometimes multiple times a day, and we'll see how things go. Uh, so before I begin, just want to say thank you to my patrons, subscribers, and if you're neither coming in and hang out, thank you and welcome as well. Hey Yogi, what's going on? I always pass in the game, so there's no way I die. Oh Yogi, it's like you don't know me. I'm rolling dice, so anything's possible. Anything's possible. Hey Brian, what's going on? Hey Leo, how's it going? Hey Alexis, Matt, Greg, Jen, how you doing, bud? Haven't chatted with you in a while. Hope all's going well. All right, so we're going to be getting into a game of Vantage. This will be my third play. My first play was me just trying to grok some of the stuff by myself. My second play was a true play, which was taught. I played with one of my patrons, Sarah B, and Paul Grogan was the wonderful person who got us kickstarted and taught us some of this game for the pieces that I was missing and got wrong. So thank you, Paul, for doing that. And this will be my third play as we go through and just kind of have a little fun with this. It's going to be a good time. Going to be a good time. I think this game plays well whether you're playing true solo, which we're going to do today, or you play with groups of people. And what's pretty cool about this game is when we played, and I played with when I played with Sarah B, she was not here. We were playing over Discord, and it still worked. It still worked really, really well. So, and Brian also played with us. Brian as well. So, all right, we're gonna take a look at Vantage, and as you can see here, this is the. It's probably green. Yeah, it's probably green. That's why it looks see-through. Hey, look, I'm see-through. But let's go ahead and get down to the table. You want to see this game? We want to kick it off. It's gonna be a fun time. We're gonna be playing true solo and giving it a shot. 6 is too many people, though, Alexis says. I think we played with 3 and it felt good. So 3 must be the sweet spot, Alexis. I could see 6 taking a while, and y'all will see why in a little bit. Hey, Dan, what's going on? Good way to spend a Monday morning. All right, let's go ahead, get down to the table, have some fun. And I did my whole spiel. Table. All right, so this is basically the setup we're going to have. You'll take this board that is double-sided. The two sides don't mean anything other than the preference of where you want these to be. So notice they're at the bottom here, but if you flip them over, they're at the top. So it's all preference on where you want them to be. For me, I don't want to be always reaching across the table, so I'm going to put mine down here. And then we basically grab that. We put all of our stuff here to the side. If people are curious what what these holders are, these are things that I 3D printed myself off of Maker World. They're completely free, and I love them because they fit. They're not something that like you put to the side of the game. These fit in the box. Like this whole thing is an organizer for the box, and everything fits in. And I just love that you could pull these out instead of the cardboard ones that they had before. And here, instead of the cardboard ones that they had, you actually could 3D print numbers, number groups, and these lay flat as covers as well when you're doing it. So all of this gets put in there. So it's pretty cool, and then you've got holders for the chips and everything. These do fit the metal coins if you have them. If you don't have them, which I don't, I didn't choose to get them. As you can see, the cardboard ones fit in there as well. So it fits metal or cardboard if you want. And then, of course, you got stuff for all your stuff, and you got your dice stuff. But they all fit perfectly in the box, and there's no waste. So the organizer I really love, and I love that they did the numbers on it, which is great. But this is free for printing, or if you don't have a 3D printer, I think you can go on Etsy and buy it. But if you do, or you know somebody who does, you could get these printed for free. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Did you notice the cardboard coins fit together to make a square? Yep, I did. So does the... Yeah, I did. It was pretty cool. I like that they did that. Or you do that. I didn't fit them together, but I'm sure you could. I'm sure you could. Anyway. I didn't fit them together, so I don't know. But I know they do fit together to make a square. I suck at it. I suck at puzzles. Y'all found my secret shame. All right. All right, cool. So let's get started, right? So how you get started is you find this book, which is the Book of Vantages. You flip it over and you look for 000, because that's where you're starting. And then you just kind of read off the top. Now, hopefully, I hope, I've increased lighting in this room. So if it's still dark, then I might jump out my window. So hopefully this is vibrant, bright enough for y'all to see things. I have my zoom cam because I'm not going to be zooming the table a bunch. Actually, at all. It'll be like this, and then I'll put stuff under zoom cam for you to read. Polyomino games are not your thing. No, I'm actually pretty good at them. I'm just bad at this. I'm just bad, right? Okay, so 0, and then we start off with number 1, go around and keep moving. So, weeks after receiving a mysterious signal from the Traveler. Your ship, if you watch Critical Role, that just hits different. Your ship arrives in the orbit of an uncharted planet. Search the total challenge dice pool using 8 dice plus 2 per player. So when you're playing solo, it's 8 dice plus 2, which is 10. And you put them in the challenge pool. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. All good. Everything is nice and cozy. A nice and cozy day on the spaceship. Nothing can go wrong. I just got my coffee. Then we move to number 2. Each player gains a different skill. Select or randomize, and it's matching character. So first, I thought they would have us pick our character first. So we're gonna pick our character first, and I'm gonna let fate decide who I use. I've already used this character. I haven't used any of the others. So if fate rolls this, I probably will roll it again. So we got this one die that has all the colors and shapes on it. And I need the box tells me the name of stuff so I don't call it wrong. All right, it says purple. Purple's coming out, so we're going to be playing the purple character. Bada bing, bada boom. So we're going purple. And our purple character, which I believe if you did not buy this, because this is the cardboard, like I guess like a piece of expansion stuff. But if you buy this, it comes like this. But if you don't have it, that's okay, because this comes baked in. It's not something you add. I do believe. They're in there somewhere. I've never used them because I've had this board. But I do believe they are around. I don't want to go searching too much through these because I don't want to spoil stuff for myself. But I do believe they're in here. Anyway. What we have, and I'll show you this guy. Table, boop, bada, bing. There you go. I could just do that. So, Soren the Navigator. When placed, I'm going to add two gray cubes onto this board. And I could spend 2 gray cubes to either gain one of these colors, or gain that's why I need this book, a move. I could gain 1 money or a move. It's a money. 1 money or a move. Hey, Jess. Then I could spend 1 and re-roll 1 of your challenge dice. Gain look. Gain 1 look if the result is unchanged. Or transfer 1 reserve card into your grid if you want. So grid things that sit in the reserve and things that are sitting on the grid. The things that I can do are master, buy, and equip based on what's there. And whenever I'm doing one of these look tests, if I roll whatever die I roll, I can store it here, and it will give me another cube. Or if I roll at any time if this is rolled. Now this symbol means that if you're playing multiplayer, then if anyone rolls that symbol, you can store it there. However, in this one, it's just me, so that's what I have. And it's 1436. Actually, I should have looked here to see what that card was so I could show it to you. So we get our character here, And we'll put 2, 1 here because we get those 2. Now, it says each player gains a different skill. Select or randomize its matching. Oh, that's the hero card, so that's what we just did. We just did it! Place the card in the middle of your grid and gain its when placed benefits. Each player sets their... I gotta get the purple ones out. Health, morale, and time. Health, morale, and time. Matching their character's current color. So if we're being brazen, if we want this to be a brazen game, we'll put it all here. If we're being daring, we'll put it here. If we're being practical, we'll put it here. And if we're being cautious, we put it here. We're going to do a practical game today. Last time we did was daring, but I'm going to do practical because I'm going to fail a lot. Now I might have to buy these boards. These boards are great. I think they're worth it. And fun and great thing about this gen is these boards also fit with the organizer in the box, which is fantastic. Like, it all fits in the box. There's nothing that needs to be kept to the side, which I love, love, love. So, tip my hat to whoever did that. So we're going to be practical, and that's what we're going to do. The first player gains 2 skills at random and places the matching mission, see the right bar, in the center. They may re-roll pairs to get an easier mission. So pairs are harder missions, but we'll see what we get when we roll. Oh boy, that's a pair. No. Well, let's do a harder. Sure. No, I want a little bit of diversity. Give me a little bit of diversity. Gain a different skill, and it's matching character card. I think I'm supposed to gain this skill at the beginning. Okay. There we go. We got some diversity. So we got orange and red. Orange and red, if we look on here, is 1588. So we'll get card 1588. And this is our mission. Why are you always in my way? And this is our mission. Yes, you get a purple skill too. Cool. 1588. So our goal in our mission is to pursue personal growth. I need a therapist for that. Have a completed final personal objective in one player's grid or reserve. So we need to have a completed personal objective in one player's grid or reserve. If you do, read 1588 in the Book of Secrets. To do this, we can do a pivot once, research once, plead once, and hone once. Like, we could only do that once on this. But on our card, I think there's some it'll let you know that you can't. So this is our mission. That's what we're trying to accomplish, to complete final personal objective in my grid or reserve. Fantastic. So we've done that. Alright, they may re-roll pairs to get easier mission. Then everyone goes to location 001, which can be found on the back of the Book of Secrets. So we grab yon Book of Secrets. It's a Book of Secrets, and something Paul told me that was really interesting is that this book says, do not look inside unless instructed. But guess what? The glossary's at the back of this book, which is what you need. So he was like, that was an odd choice of things to put the glossary in the back of a book that you're told not to open. But sure. Oh, and I need to get the matching skills for what I rolled, which is an orange and a red. So I got the matching skills and the mission. So I have 3. Then after coming back with my coffee, ba-da-doom-doom-doom, the ship malfunctions, you have mere seconds to escape. So we're at 001. We have to get to the ejection pod. Each player gains a different skill. Select or randomize. So we're going to randomize that different skill, so we gain a different skill. Yellow. That's good. Some good diversity in what we got coming. Yellow. Place the matching location in their location card holder, and simultaneously follow the instructions on that card. So we rolled a yellow, so we're going to get 006. Alright, so we'll grab location 006. And this is the one that not everybody's supposed to see, but here's what we're going to do. Ooh, that's bright. Your escape pod seals tight, ejecting towards the planet in a completely different direction from the others. Gain 2 random skills and crash onto the matching location. You may reroll pairs to get an easier location. Keep this card 006 in the holder to obscure the backs of your new locations and future locations as you visit. So let's get our 2 random skills. I got another yellow, and I got a blue. Look. Alright, so this says each player should now have 2 skill tokens from this location, and step 2 on location 000, and first player should have 4 skill tokens. So I had 4, and now I had 2 more when I came down, which puts me at 6. Which is fantastic. So the ship blew up. We landed on the planet, and I rolled a blue and a yellow. So a blue and yellow, or yellow and blue, will land me, I'm just looking for the, here it is, on a 419. So we're landing on 419. And these are 2-sided, so. Someone left the bagel in the toaster too long. Yeah, so we'll do here. A tower stands at the confluence of several climates. The cold breeze from the west makes you shiver. This is completely different than the other places I've landed before, so it's different. Ignore this light for a second because, sorry, I'm trying to get the table brighter. Alright, so we got some stuff to run through here, so I can cover this if it's not going to blind you. No, I'm not going to use my placeholder card. I don't need to. I don't need to. We're playing a game together. Who am I hiding it from? So, this is the compass, right? So whenever you are going to move, there are 2 different books. There are 2 different books that are on this, right? There is the book that has for navigation, and there's the book that has for look. So these are different things, even though they have the same symbol. This just means when I move, if I'm moving to a location that has a number, I only roll 1 die. If I move with this, I have to go to the book of navigation to see what I'm going to encounter. This is an unknown. I'm not sure. Then we could do one of these actions, not only one time, but one of these actions one time only. So I can scale, study, transmit, craft, hack, or stun where I am. So I could choose to do those things. So I've landed. I am here. This is where I've crash landed onto the planet. And it got some cool pictures on it. There's a tower. The tower stands at the confluence of several climates. The cold breeze from the west makes you shiver. So, what do we want to do? Well, I'm purple. I kind of excel at purple stuff if I do purple things. And I'm going to study. So, I'm going to study at 419. So, what do we do at this point? We would go to the books, but in this case, guess what? There's a lovely app that you can use. And thing that you can go straight to. I don't know what you mean, Alexa. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean. Sorry. Yeah, I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling it up. Give me 1 second, people. Give me 1 second to get there. And I'll push this button. Okay, so we're going purple 419. So it says F, which is the location that we landed on. So F. It's a 3 test, which means I need to roll 3 dice to study the tower. So I need to roll 3 dice to study the tower, and no matter what you do, you succeed. No matter this is just the penalties for your success. So we're gonna roll these dice, and on these dice we have time, health, morale, a U-turn, which means it goes back to the dice pool. I think I did that. Yeah, and then a blank and another blank, and the blanks are what we want. But you know me, I'm not gonna roll blank. Come on, 1 blank and 2 stars. Okay, so the blank that's an easy one to deal with. And then we have 2 stars, and how are we going to deal with these 2 stars? Well, I'm doing re-roll one of your your challenge dice. So I'm going to spend one of these to re-roll this die. Ooh, that's a good one. All right, and then we will deal with the outcomes of these. So I am going to put this here, which will give me a cube back because I'm doing a study test. Or not a study, a look test. So that'll give me a cube because when I place it there, it gives me a cube. This goes into exhaust, and then this U-turns back into here. All right, Jan, take care. I will. So tap to reveal. So do we want to study the tower or study the lore stone? Damn it. Why are you giving me options so early in the morning? Let's study... Oh boy. I did not want an option. Let's study the lore. Let's study the lore stone. No, let's study the tower. The tower. It's a tower. The tower has a number of good footholds and handholds. You could get a great view of the surrounding area if you scaled it or used the tower's transmission capabilities to contact your homeworld. As you study it, one of the lights on the tower changes to a pink hue, and a head begins to emerge from it. Gain 1 boost and any 1 skill, then continue. So we'll gain a boost, which is what these gray cubes are. They're boost cubes. And then any 1 skill. We always leave any 1 skill up to chance. Per palais. So we will get another look skill. And then continue. So that's it. So we've finished everything on this side. I can't say study and then choose to hack or stun. Instead, this is just what we have, right? So now there's nothing else to do on this card, so I need to leave the area. I can go... I know I'm in the F area. I can go south through an unknown. I can go west rolling 1, or I could go here rolling 1. So I'm going to go, or north. I don't want to go where it's cold because that sounds silly, but so I'm going to follow this path going west for 224. Now before I leave, before I roll any dice, that's when you make the decision on if you're going to mitigate your dice with these, and that's what these do. So I know it's 224, which means I know I'm going to have to roll 1 die. I'm going to mitigate that by saying I'm going to spend this, which means I don't roll any dice. So I just go to 224. No dice to be rolled. 224, not 227, 224. All right. So this, let me read it. Oh, come on, really? Dadgummit. And you said I can't die. Yeah, there we go. That's good. So 224. Immediately suffer 1 cold damage. Yay! So, and I believe when you suffer damage, I've never suffered damage in this game other than from stuff, but I believe it's a mandatory effect. Penalty, climate penalty, go to page 10, which is pretty good. When you suffer, these symbols represent... I think that's a health loss. Yep, it's a health loss. 1 health. So I go down 1 because I suffer 1 cold damage. Doing great. From your position on the ridge side path, a vast snowy valley unfolds to the west and north. The path continues to the south, far out of sight. Yeah, 1 health is fine, not 1 time and morale. That's silly. We can follow, scan, hire, build, pickpocket, or trap. I'm gonna hire. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna hire. Let's do hire. I might need somebody to help me. Actually, I could. I don't want to build yet. That seems rough. I'm not going to pickpocket anybody. I'm going to hire. I'm going to do hire. So that takes over for this location. Usually you put the locations back, but I may travel back that way and I don't want to go fishing through stuff. So I'm going to hire. So we're going to go back to Yawn app. And do an orange for location 224. 3 difficulty. A fellow traveler, hire a fellow traveler to build a structure in the valley. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm going to spend this to roll 2 dice instead of 3 for the difficulty. And let's see how we do. Nothing but good things. What? 2 blanks. Success. Success. You saw it here first, folks. The Sentient offers you their services for a $7 fee. I can't pay you, man. I ain't got no money. The Sentient gives you a few tips about the construction. Process instead. Gain ability 1488, $2 or 1 boost. We're going to gain an ability, and you may continue. We're going to gain an ability on 1488. Got no money, man. 1488. So got ourselves an ability that we can equip. So now this is for if I can. So basically, what this means is I spend 2 boost cubes, and if I do a specific what is it called? A specific help action called a build. If I do that, then I could put that there, or here if I'm doing a build, I could put 1 here and gain a cube. But when I gain that cube, it comes on here, and I believe when I spend the cubes, it comes off here. I can also spend 2 boost cubes on here to gain a help skill, and then here's the thing I could do where I use a help action of a difficulty 3 to build. Gain the result of a build action or gain 1 blueprint. Choose randomly from those events that are there. So this gets slime. You can put it anywhere you want. I'll put it over here. Well, it has to be adjacent, I think, so I'll put it over here. Cool. It doesn't matter where it goes, but there it is. Clearly, pickpocket was the proper choice. I know, right? Okay, so I'm done there. I'm sick of this cold weather. That's just silly. I'm going to go south, and south is unknown to me. It is a star. So we're going to go back to the thing, and this is the navigation of the compass rose. So we're going to navigate on 224, and we're heading south. So what are we doing? Damn. 5? Trek south along the pass, and this is a test 5. It's going to be a short game, folks. Short game. Short game. I do not have any blue to mitigate what's about to happen. We're going to die. Oh my god, we're going to die. This short game is a good game. Yeah, short game, folks. Here we go. Holy ball. Okay, so I'm going to put you here for sure. And there's nothing else I can do to oh, wait, I can re-roll. I'm going to re-roll, spending a boost cube. So let's pull these out and re-roll one of these. Heart to blank. I'm going to re-roll another. Blank. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Should I go big bucks, no whammies? Should I go big bucks, no whammies? I feel like I should save that for another test. So we'll do that. So we can do that. We could do that potentially. Ooh. Yeah, I won't burn the mitigation. So I'll take these 2, and then I'll use the heart and a health and a time. And these will go here. Whoo! Big bucks. Yeah, I'm gonna refresh soon anyway. All right, so let's see what happens. Following the well-defined path seems to be the safest route. Go to 219. Okay, so we're gonna grab 219. 219. Hey, we ran into the Traveler. And notice the symbol that's here? That symbol actually has a meaning in the glossary. It's a specific meaning that says it is metal. So this is a composition that is a metal. Some action abilities refer to card composition. This is a composition of metal. This well-shielded metal sentry is guarding something insidious to the southwest. Oh boy. What can I do? I can approach, learn, ask, share, coerce, or fight. Alright. So I think I'm going to coerce. I can coerce or learn. I think I'm going to coerce. Let's have some fun with it, right? Or we can ask. The metal being, it says, is holding something insidious. Do we know it's insidious? Should I be I could learn or coerce. Alexis, are you trying to get me killed? I'm going to coerce. Yellow. So we'll go back to the thingamadoohicker. And we're going to yellow 219. Oh my god! What? Coerce the sentient to join you. What? What am I? Short game. 6. Sweet. Okay, so I'm going to spend these 2 to make it a 4. And then I'm going to pull 1, and because it's empty, these refresh. And then I pull 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! Nothing but good things. Nothing but good things. Whoa! This is amazing! It's amazing! Blankety blank 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 and a U-turn. Yes! Coerce that. Sentient respects your strong arm approach, but they really don't want to abandon their post. The Traveler agrees to stand guard in their place, so you gain Sentient 1335. 1335. So he's coming with me. So sentient. He is a sentient. If I spend the cube, I can store any yellow cube here. If I spend a boost. If I'm doing an a specific look observe test, I can put that cube here. And if whatever I'm rolling against is metal, if it's a metal type, or if what I'm rolling against has that metal symbol like this location, I can store a die there, but only if it's metal. This is a metal sentient. I can learn, flirt with it, swindle it, or duel it. When placed, I put two boost cubes on it, which is here, and steal the sentry. Spend 2. The sentient takes 1 boost from another card in your grid. Then you gain the result of a challenge die placed on that card. Which is, like, for example, you would gain that, which is pretty cool. Give me my robot waifu. I've flirted with sentients before in this game, and flirting is basically, just to let you know, flirting is how you get cubes on the card. Alright. Alright. So let's move off of here and move on to here. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to master. I'm going to use the master action on my card. So we're going to go back to the storybook lookup, and I'm going to do a purple on my card to master it at 1436. It's a 5 tests. Master some survival skills. You may perform this action at most once per game. So it lets you know you can't do it again. So it's going to be a 5 challenge. I'm going to spend these 2 to make it down to a 3 challenge. So it's going to be a 3 challenge. And it is I've got some mitigation I could do if I need to. Alright, so I see I got two minuses and a heart. And I'm going to put that heart here to gain a boost cube. A boost cube. So now, boom. Let's see what we get. You master some skills that may help you to survive on this planet. Gain experience card 1455, 1 move skill, and 1 engage skill. So 1455. I gain the move, and I'm going to 1455. Alright, so this is my experience. If full at the end of your turn, you must lose this. If full at the end of the turn, you must lose this card and gain 1 look and 1 engage skill. You may then replace your character. Transfer this with 1442. So this is me gaining experience and growing as a character. And now, this also adds that if I'm doing a move, is that a move? Yeah, a move, or I can place a U-turn if I'm doing an orange and engage chest, and it will give me a health, which is pretty cool. And this is specific to my character. What I want to do is I want to fill this up with 3, and this is how I do it. When I move, I place a die here, and I can fill it up with 3, and when I do, I then upgrade myself. Oop, wrong thing. All right, this will go. I'll just put that here. There's no sentience that goes on it when I start, and we're good to go. Cool. I wonder if I should do the equip action, or should I wait until? I think I will. Yeah, I think I will now. I think I will do the equip action to see what I can do, or I can move. If I move, I get to put something on here, which will let me know. So, I know where north goes. I can keep going south. I could keep going south, I could go west or east. I'm not going back north. Because there's nothing to do up there anymore. I've already completed everything in the north. Everything in the north! So I will go... If I just need 1 there and I could place it there off of this, let's go to 418. We're going to go to 418, and we only need to roll 1 die to go to 418. So this is a U-turn, and I could do that U-turn and put that there to gain the experience if I want to, or I could put it back and not deal with it. I think I'm going to put it here to gain the experience, to go here. And then we're going to move to 418. See how simple this game is? It's simple, but it's a lot of fun. I really like it. 418 is on the back of 419. Or it's on the front of 419. That's why I don't put the cards away. Flip it over. 418. So 418 says, the skeleton of a large animal lies in the soft mud. We can hide, examine, commune, craft, forage, or dig. If I dig, I might find something cool. This is craft, not build. So I could commune, which could be helpful. But I think I think I'm going to dig. I'm going to dig. I'm going to dig on 418. So everybody's game is going to be completely different. So we're going to, oops. So we're going to red at, we're going to red at 418. Yes. One check. Dig under the skeleton. It's one check. I'm going to spend this to roll nothing. And then we go back. So we roll nothing. Several meters on the ground, you feel a sense of satisfaction and strength. Gain 1 health and 1 boost. So I gain 1 health and 1 boost to me. You may either stop or continue with an overpower 2 dig action to go deeper, then read the next result only. I gotta do this. I gotta see. We gotta see where this rabbit hole goes. So we're gonna roll 2. I don't have anything to mitigate it, so we're gonna roll 2. Star and a health. I can re-roll. Let's put these over here. I'm gonna spend one of these boost cubes to re-roll the health. Okay, that's not bad. And let's re-roll that star. Actually, no, we won't. I'm okay with taking a morale hit. So we'll put this back, and then we'll take the morale hit. Let's see what we find. A solid material halts your progress, and you excavate a large crystal. Gain item 1162. You may either stop or continue with an overpower 3 dig action to go deeper. So let's gain item 1162. 1162. One 1162, right? 62. Huh. Can you put the return on your card to gain a health? Only if I'm doing an engage check. Only if I'm doing an engage check, Yogi. So the symbols at the top of these cards, let me move this and I can show you. Notice the symbol at the top says if I'm doing an engage check, I can put a return to gain a health. So you have to always make sure you recognize the symbol. What I'm doing is an overpower check, or an overpower check, not an engage check. So make sure to keep an eye on those symbols so you don't shortchange yourself there. Alright, let's take a look at what we got. Bink. Once again, only if I'm doing an engage check, I could put an hourglass here to gain a cube. And this is a crystal that's here that says pure citrian. I could do a... I wish I would have done a green character. If I do a help check with a 5 difficulty, I can refine into a gem. Reduce the cost by 1 per boost cube paid. Replace this with this card when we do it. So I want to build up a bunch of boost and then do this card, and I think that'll be awesome. So this goes here. Cool. Do I want to keep digging for a 3 check? Yes, because a 3 will cause a refresh, but I don't have anything to deal with overpower. But I gotta do it. I gotta do it. So we're gonna overpower 3 because I gotta do it. It has to be done. So it would be 2, but remember that would run us out. So we refresh, and then I grab my 3. Can I mitigate anything? I can't mitigate anything. So nope. I do have some nice orange mitigation now, but this is red. So let's see how we do. Alright, it is what it is. We could do some re-rolling if we want. So we've got a blank, we've got a star, a morale, and we have a time. We can put the time here, so that's done. So then there's just the deal of this morale. And we're not at a metal location. So it's just this. I want to build this thing up, which means I need to get 5 boost cubes to be able to deal with it. So I think I'll take the morale hit. I'll take the morale hit here. This will go here, and then I will put this here, and that'll be it. So we dig again. A rich, dark layer of sediment is prime for deep fungus. Gain item 1136. You may either stop or continue with an overpower 4 check. Y'all are gonna kill me. I know y'all are gonna kill me. Y'all are gonna say like, dig, dig. 1136. Here, what do we got? What do we got here? So that symbol is leaf. So if I'm doing a check on a leaf, and one place I put 3 boost cubes on it. Ooh, and there's some orange to consume. An orange check to consume, which I have a lot of orange mitigation. I could do a help test of 3 to brew, gain item 868, replacing this card unless you pay a boost cube. If empty, lose this card, and I can consume. Interesting. I can eat some mushrooms and see what happens to me. So this will go up here, and it gets 3 mushrooms on it. I have no green mitigation, but I got a lot of orange mitigation. I got some yellow, which is okay. All right. So do we want to keep digging? Elaine! Elaine, you know me so well. This could be super bad, but I gotta do it. I'm digging. I'm doing it. We're going down 1 more. You can either stop or continue 4. Oh my god, this is the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life. 0 mitigation. Rolling 4. Dig, Forrest, dig! Okay, so we've got 2 minuses. We got a heart and a star. I am going to spend a boost cube to re-roll this star. It's a blank. Yeah, we're gonna deal with that. So that, and we're done. All right, what do we got? The earth beneath your feet gives way, sending you tumbling into the depths. Damn it. Go to cave 094. We dug too greedily. We dug too greedily into the ground and unearthed flame and fire. That was awesome. The greed! Either pay a move or a look to avoid a pickpocket or lose $1. I don't have $1 to lose. Suck it, game. It's a metal location, which means my being can help me. Inside the hollow mountain is a sprawling city in a cavern, hidden from the world above and difficult to enter. Balance is always available, so that means we could do balance more than once. We could do something else and then do balance. Do I want to keep digging? No. We'll do... Yeah, we'll do ask. We'll do ask. Because we have a lot of mitigation for ask, so we'll do ask. Alright, so we'll ask on 094. Ask a passerby about the city, and it's 4 difficulty. So I'll spend this 1 to make it a 3. And then if I did 4, we'll spawn a refresh. But I'm okay. We'll just do the 3. I'm okay with it being 3 because we've got some mitigation here. Alright, so we got a heart, and we've got 2 time thingies. I can put one time thingy there to get a cube here. I probably want to re-roll that heart, and we can suffer the other time. So I'm going to spend my last boost cube to re-roll this heart. Blank. Awesome. So we're going to put this here to gain a boost cube on this card. This is a blank, and then we'll suffer one time loss. Yeah, because that's a yellow. That's only for U-turns. And there's nothing else I can add it to. Alright, let's see what we got. If you have the metal curse, nope. The sentience ignores you. Don't gain anything and continue. Otherwise, they recommend the black market and the Assassin's Guild. Gain 2 boost and you may continue with the move balance action. Oh, sweet. So I'm going to gain 2 boost, which is pretty cool. And then we're going to do the move balance here. So we get to do that. So the move balance action is going to be blue 094. Five test. Bounce across wires and floating steps to enter the mysterious city. Oh, this is going to be bad. So I'm going to spend this to make it a 4. And then we would do the refresh. And grab the 4 dice. And this is a move, so I've got an open spot here. I think that's all nope, and I got that if I roll a thingamadoo. And then I got rerolls. Okay, so what do we get? We got a star, this, and a heart. All pretty bad. One of them we could take care of. 2 of them we could take care of, so we need to do some rerolling. So let's reroll one of these dice. I'll reroll the heart. That's a U-turn, but so that's manageable. Let's do it one more time on... We can manage the time, we can manage the U-turn. For these 2, let's do the morale. Blank. Okay. So, we're going to put the time here. We're going to put this here, gaining a boost cube here. Then we've got blank, and we've got the U-turn. Yeah! We're almost upgraded. Alright, what do we got? Your Tai Chi lessons serve you well as you gracefully walk along the wires. Gain ability 1501 and go to city 041. 1501 and 041. 1501. So if I do a balance move check, that stuff happens. I don't get to put anything on here if I spend 2 cubes, so I need to do a balance check to put something there. I can do a balance check, add or subtract boost from a card you control until it matches the quantity of boost on another card you control. Never overfill a card's capacity. That's an interesting test. Add or subtract from a card you control until it matches the quantity of... Actually, that's pretty cool if I read that properly, because that means, like, this one has 3 on it, right? So I can do a balance test to add a cube here from a card you control until it matches the quantity of boost on another card you control. So I can do one test to start gaining stuff. So honestly, if I do this balance test, I'd be able to say, okay, well, I'm going to add to this card to match that card, which is pretty cool. Okay, this is the most cards I've ever had in my tableau, I'm going to let you know that. And I get to move to city 041. So this city, if you know here, this is kind of letting you know what... Oh, sorry, it's like this. It's letting you know what these things are going to be. This is a metal city, the city of shadows. Hidden in a vast cavern is all dark corners and quiet alleys. You may perform multiple different actions here once per turn. One per turn? That throws me. That verbiage throws me. Because a turn is me going once. So I can just keep doing stuff, I assume. My oranges are still there, so I could... But I don't have anything to trade. I don't want to do that. You are not restricted to one action per card on that location, Sour. Yeah, that's kind of how I read it, too. I just wasn't sure. It's more for multiplayer. Gotcha. Let's navigate the city. Let's navigate the city. I can at least deal with that. So we're going to navigate the city. 094. This is a 041, sorry. 041. We need to meet the head honcho. Yeah, let's navigate the city. 041. Bada boom. We're in F again. Navigate 5, the dark labyrinthine alleys and arches until you reach a mysterious business. Oh boy. I'm going into the black market, and it's a 5 test. I've got nothing to mitigate. Oh my gosh. This kid spell game over. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see how we do. Okay, what do we got? It's going to be pretty bad. Alright, so... There's nothing I mean, I'm going to put something there, but there's nothing else I could do to mitigate. Right? Yeah. So we'll do... 1, gaining a boost. Actually, that's dumb. That's what I should do. Then all of these will move down 1, and the U-turn goes there. Alright, nothing good can come from this. You feel a wave of nausea as you enter a den of dark magic, despite how eager the sentients inside are to share their knowledge with you. Choose 1. Learn the building blocks for controlling memory. Learn the foundational elements for transfiguring items. Let's go transfiguring items. Gain lesson 1432. The foot? Let's take a look at this. This is new. Wow. So if I do a learn check, lesson magic, spell 1365. I gain spell 1365. Level 4 mind magic. Learn X. Learn a simple spell. Tapping into mana requires risk and sacrifice. Gain lesson 1433. You may lose this card. Interesting. I think that's because people want that even if they do this. Interesting. This is a new card. Huh. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I could do something else here. I want to do something else here. I'm not looking prosperous here. Not looking prosperous. I could do a balance 3 to get myself some more boost cubes. Add or subtract from a card you control until it has... And that balance check I could do here to gain a boost cube. I'm going to do this balance check on this card. So balance test 3. Balance, add or subtract boost from a card you control until it matches. Add or subtract boost from a card you control until it matches the quantity of boost on another card you control. Never overfill a card's capacity. This is a 3-fer. I think I'm going to go for that. Or I could consume, because I could give myself 3 boost cubes here. Which will help me with reroll for the horrible things I need to do. I think I'm going to do this to balance check for 3. Oh, consume might be helpful. Alright, let's do a consume on... Well, I want 3. That's the reason why I'm doing it before the consume. I want 3 on here. Then I plan to consume. So let's do it that way. So I'll do a balance 3. Okay, so I got a heart, a blank, and this, which is fine. Because I could put the heart here for the balance check to gain a boost cube on this card. We got the blank, and then we got that. And it says add or subtract from one card. Add or subtract from a card you control. Add or subtract boost cubes from a card you control until it matches the quantity. So I'm gonna add boost. Ooh, I could upgrade. Nope, I'm gonna do this. Here. I want that for reroll. Let's not get greedy. Then I'm going to consume on this card. So we're going to consume on card 1136. Consume 1. A nibble of the mushroom. Pay one boost from this card. Yep. Figure that's what was going to happen. So we're going to pay 1 boost from this card and roll 1 die. It's a U-turn, which we will take. And then what happens? Eating strange mushrooms is always a roll of the dice. So roll 2 skill dice. If either result is overpower, lose 1 health. For any other result, gain 1 health. Also, if the result is a pair other than overpower, you may refresh all challenge dice and continue. Whoa! Okay. Come on! Damn you, game! If the result is overpowered, lose a health. For any other result, gain a health. So, nothing. Nothing happened. Oh no, I would lose a health. I would lose a health no matter what. I would lose a health no matter what. Ugh, yuck. Well, whatever. It's a 1 in 6 shot. I tried it. Those are skill dice, not challenge dice, too. I tried. I can't re-roll that, Brian. These are challenge dice, not skill dice. You can, sorry, these are skill dice, not challenge dice. You can only re-roll challenge dice, not skill dice. I wish I could, but no. Sugar. It is the story of your life. It really is. It could have been anything else and I would have gained a health. I'm almost dead. Alright, so... I mean, I gotta leave, right? But I need to refresh before I leave. Biscuits. got so much stuff. I'm gonna leave the city. Oh wait. I'm an idiot. I've been taking damage when I didn't need to. I'm in a metal city. I could have been putting dice on here. Crap. It's a lot of stuff to pay attention to. Let's access, because I can put a die here if I need to. So let's access. Access is yellow 04. Access the nearby bulletin board for 2. So it would be 2. We'll refresh everything. There's nothing to mitigate, so pull 2. Let's see what we get. I can actually put 1 there, and this is a U-turn, so we'll do that. I'll put 1 here because we're in a metal city, and then put that there. The rogues gallery is covered in sketches of suspicious-looking sentients. Gain 1. Grab a wanted poster of a water sentient, or gather intel from the parchments. I'm not hunting anybody. Intel! You learn of several lost sentients who were last seen searching on the ground for the Cave of Souls. Gain 2 boost and 1 look. Alright, the boosts are looking good. The boosts are looking good. 2 boosts and 1 look is purple. Then I'm going to spend, as a fast action, 2 boosts to gain 1 move. And I don't think I entered the city, did I? Did I enter the city? Yeah, enter. I don't think I entered the city, so let's enter. Enter 0, 0, 4, 1. Enter a concealed door into the shadows. It's a 4. We're going to spend this to make it a 3. 3 dice. Ooh, that's not good. The heart one is definitely not good, so we're going to re-roll that. Some morale, which is super bad. Re-roll that. It's a blank. That's fine. We're good. I'm going to put 1 here, that one here, to gain the 3rd boost here. This will go up here, this will go here. If full at the end of your turn, so let's finish this card and then we'll deal with the rest of the outcome. A door is labeled with a symbol depicting a centipede biting its own tail. The door slides open, revealing a very small, dark room with no other exit. Choose one. Enter the room and push the up button. Enter the room, push the down button. Ignore the room and instead walk over to the well-trafficked market. Centipede biting its own tail. The door slides open, revealing a very small, dark room with no other exit. I'm going to push the up button. Well, no, I want to upgrade. I could use my robot buddy. No, I can't. We're going up. The door shuts behind you, and the entire room begins to move towards the surface of the planet. But not straight up. It finally opens into a small room. Go to interior 563. So let's go to 563. 563. You discover a bandit hideout. For the moment, no one is around. Looks like we can steal some clothes, or we can exit, search, trade, build, steal, or raid. Only good things. Okay, so now that was the end of my turn. Then we deal with this. If full at the end of your turn, you must lose this card, gain a look, gain and engage. You may then replace your character card, transferring all boost cubes with 1442. 1442. Balla. Alright, so now I'm a survivor. I don't have master anymore, it's just buy and equip. I ignore cold damage, so screw that. So it looks like these are still the same. I just lose master, and I ignore cold damage. And, yep, it looks like that's all that's there. So this replaces my card, and the boost goes on it. And then I lose this card. When you lose this card, this goes back to the challenge pool. Always, always, always. This is lost. So I'll put this over here and I'll add it back to that later. Okay, so that's lost. When it says gain, I've never run into spells where it says gain X. Or should I say learn X on a test. I don't know what that does, but I want to do it. I want to do that learn right now. But I've never done like where it has the X there. It's a quest. Learn X, but it's level 4 mind magic. But what's the X? It's how much you choose to test. Oh. 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 Okay. How much I choose to test. Okay. Okay. You choose how many dice to roll, I think. Okay. For actions with cost X, so here we go, we got the rule book here. For actions with cost X, choose a number 1 to 6 as the cost. So people aren't saying, I'm going to roll all my dice, right? They're not going to say that. Instead, you have to choose between 1 and 6 as the cost. This indicates how much effort you will put into the action. So we'll do 4. We'll do 4. It'll be a 4 test. So let me see what it says when I go here. So 1432. Okay, it doesn't have it because the card tells us what to do. Gotcha. Okay. We'll do 4. And it is a purple test, yes. So, we'll do 5. I will do this to make it 4. There we go. So we'll do 5, and I'll do that to make it 4. Lots of bad things. Okay, so I can put, it's a learn, so I can put 1 there, and that's all I can do. Crap, I think we lost. Because that's observe. Look around, see if there's anything else that can help me. I'm going to do this to re-roll a die. One of these. Okay, that's a blank. Okay. So I could put a star here. Or the health. If I don't put either the star or the health, we're kind of screwed here. I think we're screwed here. I went big and it busted. Because if I don't put, I'll put the health here to gain a cube. The blank is here. And I wish I'd roll an hourglass, but I didn't. So I suffer 2 stars. 2 morale drop. When any token reaches, read the mission entry in the Take storybook. So I need to find the Take storybook. Take is yellow. Yellow. Mission entry 1588. You travel to this planet for personal enrichment and development, but you're exhausted. Choose one. If you completed your destiny, if you completed a mission, if you feel that you had a fair shot at this incomplete mission and it's time to move on, if you feel that your untimely demise happens far too soon, whether or not you've completed your mission, you may rally to take one last chance. Let's do it. Refresh all challenge dice, roll them, and gain the time, morale, and health results. Distribute the benefits as agreed upon all players. If any player's stats remain at 0 afterwards, the game ends. Otherwise, gain the results of the current action, if any, then proceed with all dice refreshed. So, refresh all challenge dice, roll them, and gain time, morale, and health based on their results. So we're not done yet. We're refreshing all dice. We're rallying. Rallying for one final hurrah. Alright, so refresh all challenge dice, roll them, and gain the time, morale, and health results. So I rolled 2, 1, 2 stars. Let's put that over there. 2 health, 1, 2. 2 time, 1, 2. And there we go. We got a boost. We got a boost to it all. There we go. We got one final breath. One final breath for this. And it says that, and then it said, gain the result of the current action. So we keep going. Gain the result of the current action. Okay, so the current action was to gain lesson 1433. You may lose this card. What is 1433? I wasn't done yet. I'm not done yet. I'm having too much fun. Level 5 Mind Magic. Learn an advanced spell. Tapping into mana requires a risk and sacrifice. Lose 1 time. You may lose this card. Ooh. And this we can put here. It says you may lose this card, which I'm not going to, because I want that spell. So if I choose to learn this one, I got 2 slots for stuff. And I'll pick up some spells. Let's see. What am I gonna do now? Let's do the build action. No, we're not gonna build in this guy's room. We can balance. Let's balance first. I'm gonna spend. Oh, I gotta move. I don't want to lose that. Let's search this room. Let's search the room. That's a purple. So that is purple 563. Nope, wrong thing. Purple 563. 4, search the room for special items. So I'm going to just roll the 4. I got some mitigation. So let's see how we do. I got 2 UEs, a blank, and a star. I'm going to put a heart. I'll put the heart there to gain this. Put the 2 U-turns there, the blank there. What did we find? As you advance into the room, you find a blue crystal. Gain item 116. If you also pay 2 boost, you are also able to reach a ninja outfit. Gain item 1942. Oh, man! Okay, fine. I gotta get it, right? So let's get 1160 and look at it. I mean, I kind of got it, right? Alright, so 1160. So we get that, so we get another place to put time if something weird happens. If you're Azurite, refine this into a gem, reduce the cost by 1 boost paid, replace this with 1163. So we got gems. We got a bunch of stuff that we could do. So I'll go here. And then if I paid my 2 boost cubes, I get a ninja outfit. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Sorry. 942. That is probably the dumbest decision I've made all game. Not all day, just all game. Evade, sneak, or squeeze. Get a boost on here. I don't, that's okay. I can put stuff away. Do not gain curses. Ooh. Alright. So let's talk about it. When our grid is full, we pick something to pop, and then we can like to store in our stash. In our stash right now, we can have 1 card in our stash. I think I am gonna, and it will lose. I believe it loses the boost cubes if you put it in the stash. I can put this ability in the stash, I believe. Let's see, stash and stuff. Reserve. You also have a limited capacity reserve vertical outside of your grid. It's the total. Whenever you gain a card, but your card grid is already full, you may either reserve the new card or reserve a card in your grid other than that to the space. Then if this exceeds your reserve capacity, you lose it. You may not use slots, abilities, or powers on reserve cards. Okay, so it doesn't say I can't slot a thingamadoodle. So I'm gonna put the build one away for right now. And that'll be there. Then we navigate as a witch ninja. Either way, exit to 200. So we're going to 200. Hey, Steve. So we're ended up here. There's something mysterious about the towering isolated rock enshrouded by clouds. We can track, navigate, persuade, relax, forage, or smash. We got a lot of stuff for trekking, I tell you that. I tell you what, so... Craft a more advanced item, reverse this. Gain snow gear. I've already got snow gear. Nope, we're sneaky ninjing. I need to find a way to gain some green, damn it, because I want to do this. And brew. Like green, green, green. I got a lot of green things I want to do. Alright, so... I could try to relax. Persuade, navigate, track. If I track, I get some cubes on this. That's about it, but I could just try to relax. I could just do that. Maybe relax will give me a boost cube and one of these. So I'm going to try to just relax here. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. This is a green check on a 200. Ah, damn it. Relax in the crisp air mountain air. Ooh, with no mitigation. That could be bad. And it's an X. I'm gonna do 3. I have no way to mitigate this. No way. What destiny? What destiny? What are we talking about? Oh, do this. We can hone. I can pivot. Oh, that's true. That's true. Instead of doing the relax... I already committed to it. I already committed to it. I'll do it in a second. What destiny? I must be missing something. Full grid. Full grid. Full grid. Oh, the full grid. The first time a player has a full grid, go to Destiny 1705. Oh, thank you, thank you. Sorry. My bad, my bad. Sorry, I was so wrapped up in the story, I missed my Destiny. My bad. 1705. Survive until help arrives. Whenever a player ends their turn, they may add 1 token here. If they do, they gain a boost on this character. The game ends if there are 6 tokens here. Then read that number. We're trying to save you. So that's our new Destiny card, because I filled up the grid. Okay, so what was I doing? We were relaxing with 3. My bad. My brain got wrapped up. So we got this, which was a green, which is nothing I could do anything about, and 2 blanks. And I don't have anything to mitigate a green, so 1 time will go down. Refresh 3 challenge dice in your grid. You may not refresh dice that placed during this action. Then if there are no challenge dice in your grid, gain 1 health and you may continue. Then I can continue. Okay. Then we're going to do the pivot action on the mission. One, 5, 8, 8. Let's see, to an easier version of this mission, this action can be performed at once per. Pivot to an easier version of this mission? Okay, sure. I'll spend 1 to put it down to a 1 instead of a 2. It's a blank. Cool. As an alternative to the original goal, you may instead complete the mission if any player completes or has completed at least 1 personal objective. Gain 1 help to equip you better for this mission. Complete our personal objective. If you complete a player if any player completes or has completed at least 1 personal objective. Okay. All right. I'm going to do this mushroom to get this brew for 3. I'm going to spend this to make it 2. Time. I can put a time here. And this is one of those cards. This card is a plant card. So I can put it here, I believe. Oh yeah, our Flurry robot loves us. So I believe because this is a plant card and I'm doing a plant check, and we do that. I'm not putting anything on there right now. So I could put that there to gain a cube, but that won't matter because we completed this, and this is gain card 868. 868. And we found medicine. Put 3 cubes on here. I can spend a cube to a heart cube to gain or a heart challenge die to gain a green skill. And we're gonna get rid of this card, which will put this back here. That goes there. 3 on here. So we at least have some help for a little bit to gain some stuff. Okay, then we're going to plead on our mission. So we could do each thing only once on the mission card. So we're going to plead on that mission. So let's do that. Plead 1588. Plead 2, for someone to support your mission, this action can be... Oh, if you're playing solo, I don't know if this thing works. But I'm going to roll the 2, because I want that. Which is what I get. So I'll do this to gain one on here, and then this is blank. A helpful sentient offers you some advice and a pep talk. If you have not equipped your character's personal item... Did I? I don't know if I did. If you have your character's personal item but not an objective, if you... I don't think I did, because that would give me my personal objective. Yeah, I didn't. Alright, so let's go. I don't have... You have not equipped your personal item. Gain 2 help. Which is going to help us gain our personal item, which we're going to do now, which is equip. So let's get our personal item, which will give us our personal objective, which then we're good. Okay. Cool. So let's do our equip action on 144. Equip your binoculars. If you've already done this, select another action instead. So it's a 4 test. You're going to spend these 2 to make it a 2. Yeah, it would cause a refresh. It would cause a refresh. We're going to spend 1 to make it 3. And then cause the refresh. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Okay, so we got a blank, we got a heart, and a heart. So I could put that to get another green, spending a cube. And then we got a heart to deal with, which I'm okay with. So we'll deal with the heart, go here. Put this heart over here, spending a cube to gain another help, to gain my help token back. And then the blank is there. The binoculars offer you a fresh perspective of your surroundings. Gain item 1300. Now I got some options. Yeah, so gain to look or gain your first personal objective, which is what we need to complete. Alright, what are we ditching for you? We're not ditching the ninja outfit. This is cool, but it's going to get discarded because I've only got space for one thing. And I'm still trying to learn some spells. So we're going to ditch balance. And we'll say balance. We're going to ditch build and keep balance, and balance is going to get discarded. Alright. Because we only have 1 slot. Okay. Then I don't want snow gear. I don't want to gain curses. So we can do a lot of things to do now. I relaxed here, so I have to move. I've already done this thing. Oh, they do? Okay. Cool with me. We're just hanging out in this rocky outcropping doing a bunch of stuff. We can research. I need to get some boost cubes, so I'm going to research up here, which is what I haven't done yet. So let's do the research on our mission, which is 1588. 2. How you can complete the mission. This action can be performed at most once per game. So 2. So it's a 2 test. We got some ways to we have ways to mitigate both. And they're blank because they knew we had ways to mitigate both. Okay. After struggling through dead-end jobs and relationships, you signed up for my God, dead-end relationships. You signed up for a week-long self-care retreat. Find inspiration and your first objective. Find inspiration and your first objective in your character's personal item. Wait. Find inspiration and your first objective in your character's personal item. Gain that item or gain any skill you have already gain any 2 skills. If you already have your personal item, which I do, then gain item. Yeah, I already have my personal item. So I'll gain 2 skills, 2 random skills. So it's a way to gain that. So I gain 2 random skills. It says pick any 2 skills which you want, but I go rando. I go rando or I go home. Got a purple and an orange. Alright. Okay, so I've done pivot, plead, research, and then there's hone that I could do. But that green's not what I'm looking for. I'm going to craft this bad boy right here. So this says refine into a gem. Reduce the cost 1 per cube here. So I'm going to reduce that 5 to 2 to 3. So it's going to be a 3. And then one of these to make it a 2. So I'm only going to roll 2 dice. You turn in a stall. I just have a blank space I could throw stuff? Jeez, game. Alright, so star loss, and then U-turn goes back. What do we get? What was that? Sorry. Replace this with 116. 1168. 1168. So now it gives me a little bit more options. Refine into an amulet. Reduce this cost by 1 on here and replace this with another. Okay, so this gets replaced. I'm not doing that yet. Actually, I'll do it now at the end of this turn. I'll put 1 on there. But I will never do the last one until I complete my personal objective. Which I need to gain 2 to do this. Anyway, we got to get out of here. So I'm going to move, which means I need to roll a die, and I'm going to move to 201, which is this, but I need to roll a die first. It's U-turn, put it back, and then here we are. Another metal location, so my sentient metal friend can help me. A flying sentient passes swiftly in front of you, nearly causing you to stumble down the steep slope behind you. We can chase, spy, greet, praise, coerce, or target. So we are going to greet. We're going to greet this sentient. Do not become my friend. 201. Spy. I wish. Spy would be cool. Oh, well, Spy helps me with my binoculars. I could do Spy. I have ways to mitigate that, so I could do Spy. Sure, let's Spy. Let's spy. 201. Purple 201. Let's spy. Spy on the sentient. 5 test. I'll make this a 4. I'd love a refresh, but 5 dice is insane. You all are insane for making me choose it. Oh my god! Are you kidding me? I could put 1 here to gain a cube here to get towards the purple objective, but I kind of don't want to. Well, it's going to refresh anyway, so I should. I'm going to put 1 here to gain this. I'm going to put 1 here to gain that. And then these will go here because it's going to be a refresh. Are we insane? As you were saying. The sentient... highlighting. The sentient is patrolling a perimeter, but their attention is to the northeast, and they don't notice you. You notice another sentient working with a device to the east and a similar device to the south. Gain 2 boost and 1 engage. You may continue. Gain 2 boost and 1 engage. We just helped you, sir. Yeah, that was wild. What? That was wild. Okay, we can continue. So it said that it's patrolling something to the northeast. They didn't notice you. You notice another sentient working with a device to the east and a similar device to the south. Let's go east at 202 because it's a 1 roll, which will cost a refresh. So we'll refresh. Roll the 1, which is a blank. And we're going to 202, which is... Another meta location. A sentient inspecting a levitating device turns their attention towards you. We can evade, scan, hire, offer, rob, or spar with. I don't think it's trying to hurt me. So we can scan it with purple, which we will. We'll scan it. So let's scan it. Purple, 202. Another test 5. There's no mitigating this. Jeez. This is scary. Holy biscuits. Okay, we're going to be doing a lot of re-rolling here. So let's do this re-roll. That was the same, so I gain... Reroll 1 of your challenge dice until the result changes. Reroll 1 of your challenge dice until the result changes. Gain 1 random skill or transfer... Gain 1 random skill or transfer a card from reserve. So I gain a random skill. Which give me this. It says reroll until it changes. Reroll 1 of your challenge dice until the result changes. It didn't change again. Gives me a yellow. That's what it said to do. I'm reading this right. Reroll 1 of your challenge dice until the results change. Until the result changes. Gain 1 random skill or transfer 1 reserve skill into your grid. So I keep re-rolling until it changes. Okay. Then I'll do the other one. A heart, so it did change. And it still says I gain 1 random skill. Jeez, I'm overflowing in orange. Okay. Now we can make stuff happen. We can do this to get that. We can do this to get that. And then this will hit us here, and then these go here. Oh, it's an upgrade for my character's level. Gotcha, gotcha. Then what do we get? In addition to the menacing yet friendly sentient and the technology they were working on, you see several patches of flowers. The sentient sees you admiring them and explains that they're called dawnflare, and that certain animals are quite fond of them. Gain ability 1497 and 2 boosts. You may continue. So I got my 2 boosts. Got some boosts back. And 1497. Any more things I know what to do with? What do we got here? So if we do a scan action, gain the benefit of a scan action, view an adjacent location, and gain boost on your character, or gain 1 skill and boost on your character. Wow, that's powerful. This is actually a card that goes well with me. But it's very specific. But it's a good way to build boosts and skill. It's a good way to get a bunch of those. We might have to let go of our magic. Now, you know what? I'm going to put this here and get rid of this. Then we're going to spend these 2 to gain our first personal objective. I haven't done anything with them yet, Yogi. Yet. Yet. 1610. You hold your horses, sir. Alright. Personal objective. Focus on a rune. If you perform a focus action, read 1610 in the Book of Secrets. Dadgummit. Okay. If I perform a focus action, so this is my density. My destiny goes up here, and I'll put my personal objective there. If I need to ditch it, I'll do it again another time. Okay, so if I do a focus action, so any purple action that says focus, I get to do that. Okay. What are we gonna do? Oh wait, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I shouldn't have done this. I'm going to retcon this. I could have done this. I could have put this here, spending this cube to get this to not take the health damage. I'm dumb. I am dumb. Okay. Okay. I want to upgrade this for when I move, to be honest. But I think I want 1 more green. Let's go... Ooh, I could have done a evade test on you. Let's do... So many options. I could roll the 3 to try to craft, just try my luck, or I can try to learn a spell. Let's try to learn level 5 mind magic and hope I can learn that spell. Or I can learn from you, which will help these. Let's do that. I'm gonna learn from my sentry. So I'm gonna learn from my sentient. Let's learn from our sentient. Our sentient is learning is 1, 3 through 5. 5 test. Learn from the sentient's expertise. We only have 4, and I'm not mitigating, so that'll cause a refresh. And that'll be the 5. I've got options. I've got options to potentially learn 2 spells. Because it's a learn, and these are learn checks. I got options. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so I'm about to learn a spell. Destiny Cube, Destiny Cube, Destiny Cube. Destiny Cube. Oh, Destiny Cube. Destiny Cube. Thank you. Then I'm going to put this here to gain that. I'm going to put this here because I did a learn. And then this goes up here and that goes back in there. And I gained spell 1365. Telling me I can't. I'm not gonna. You mad? 1365. What the freak? Brew, craft, refine, upgrade. Or that, to get this spell. When placed, gain 1 on each card in this column. Ooh, that gives me options. That gives me some good options. Transfiguration, suspend 2. A player gains the result of a brew, craft, refine. A player gains the result of a brew, craft, refine, or upgrade action on a card in their grid, replacing that card. This is an interesting one, and I get to put it here. Which is okay, which is what I want to do. I'll put it here. This can go away now that I've learned what I need to learn. Place boost cubes on each card in this column. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So if I spend 2 boost cubes, a player gains the result of a brew, craft, refine, or upgrade action on a card in their grid. Replacing this card. And that's refine. Replacing that card. Yeah, I don't need to roll for those actions, which is fantastic. And this is refine. So it will work. That spell will work in this... on this one for sure, and this one. It can work on the citrine too, because that's refine. So I can use 2 to do that. If I get this, I can then refine the citrine once again if I need to. Oh, okay, they don't go in here. Okay, so I need to get 2 on there. Alright, cool. Okay. Oh, what did we learn? The sentient patiently teaches you how to observe the world around you. Gain ability 1477. Oh my god. 14. I'm gaining too much stuff. Slow it down, guy. Slow it down. It's an interesting one. Oh, 1477, not 1417. Oop, wrong card. 1477. Whoopsies. Here you go. Here you go, big guy. 1477. Observe. So if I observe, gain the result of another observe action, double one of its benefits. I don't need this. Nah, I don't need it. Because I'm not getting rid of the scan. When this goes away, that's when the scan's going to come in. Okay. So we got options. We got options. Okay, we got options. Should we just skedaddle? Get the 2 here. Yeah, we'll skedaddle. We're out here. Let's go east. Let's go east. East, 202. East. Leap east over the gap. Who knew there was a gap? There was no gap in this image. 5. Okay. Okay. Well, I got some reroll potential, so maybe we're okay. Maybe. That. Actually, this isn't too bad. I could put 1 there, and I could re-roll the star. I'll gain a yellow, and I'll keep re-rolling until it's different, until it's not a star. It's a heart. And I could do that. I could deal with this. So we'll do this to gain a cube here. This to gain that cube back. And then the heart on the travel can go here. Actually, I could put this up here and gain the second cube I need. That's what I could do. Alright, where are we? Floating machines, hovering, sentinels. You start to wonder if you can defy gravity too. Go to 203. 203 is this. Another metal location. The wind whips. Cool whip. By as you stand on top of the world. The tundra. Is that something that's there? Oh no, that's just the image. The tundra stretching far into the distance. A metallic sentience hovers nearby. Evade, observe, persuade, praise, extract, or fight. Well, we're going to do some stuff before we deal with EU. So we can put observe here if we choose to do it, which will give us some options. What we're going to do is we're going to first try to refine this bastard here. And so we're going to spend these 2 and these 2 to just roll 1 die. Actually... we're going to roll 2 dice. Because I wanted to refresh. So we're going to roll 2 dice, so I'll keep one of those. So we refresh. And then we were going to roll 2 dice. You turn in this, which I could deal with. What about those other dice? Other dice. Other dice? I don't know what you're talking about. What other dice? Did I not grab some dice from somewhere? I'll put this here to get the reroll potential high. And see what we're gonna do. Oh, we did this, right? Nope. Yeah, we did this. We refined. So refine into gem, get 1166. 1166. You refreshed them already. You sent them off. You sent them off to the side and didn't place them. I rolled 2 dice. Oh, I must have missed something. I'm sorry. I must have missed something. Thanks for the catch. I must have missed something. I'm so sorry. I must have made a boo-boo. Alright, so this will go here. I must have missed something bad. Crap, I don't like messing up playthroughs, so I'm sorry. Okay, we haven't done a focus action yet. We're gonna do another observe. We got reroll potential with that stuff. We got lots of reroll potential now. So we're going to do another observe. Observe. He'll come over and flip the table. That's what he's going to do. 203. Observe. It's a 5, the lurking sentience. It's a 5 test, and that's okay. We're not going to mitigate any of it. We have some potential here. Lots of orange. Okay. Okay. So we've got the hourglass. We've got this, but we can't get more than we already have. And then we've got 2 blanks and a U-turn to see what's going to happen. From their stance and the motion of their eyes, you have the feeling they're guarding something or someone important inside the building. They might be susceptible to bribery, or you could probably take them on in a fight. Gain 1 boost and either 1 engage or 1 overpower. You may continue. So 1 boost, I can't, I'm full, so we'll gain 1 overpower. Sorry. There we go. And the reason why it's hard is because the cover for this actually sets on here, otherwise it would be super easy to pull out. But the cover fits like this, so it's easy to use. Well, I can't fight it now. I've already done observe, so I'm kind of done with that. However, we're going to do spend 2. A player gains the result of a brew, craft, refine, or upgrade action on a card in their grid, replacing that card. So we'll do refine for you without rolling dice, and we're going to gain 1174. 1174. And we got the crystal orange amulet here, the Citrian amulet. Pretty cool. Refine into a ring. This is crazy. Okay. Well, it's a refine test, so as long as I keep gaining these, I can just keep doing those, which is pretty cool. I'm not doing Destiny actually, it says you may. At the end of this turn, I will add 1. We'll get close. If I could find a focus, I'll do this, and then we could finish. So let's do... We need to leave, and I'm covered for leaving. So we're gonna keep going to the east for 204. Rolling 1. So U-turn goes there. 204. The Travelers here. Metal sentients famous for security protocols build their homes in these massive lodestones. We can enter, spy, greet, repair, rob, or force. We're going to greet because I can greet everything. I don't have to roll a single die with all this stinking orange. So let's greet you. Orange 204. Greet for the occupants of the house. 1, 2. Yeah, we'll just do 2. And we'll roll 2 dice. A time. And the heart. We're good. You're happy to see some curious faces appear at the window at the house. Choose one. Share a story with the occupants or negotiate with money. I don't have money. Share a story. They're eager to hear more tales of your adventure, and they invite you inside for dinner. You weave a tale that eventually puts them to sleep. Gain 1 health and go to interior 556. Gain a health and go to interior 556. Exit, search, trade, build, steal, or raid. Judging from this home, metal sentients enjoy some of the same comforts as humans. I can steal something from them. I have enough items. I could build, potentially. Maybe build something for him. Or I can exit. I have something to cover almost every exit. Plus I have rerolls. Plus I have rerolls. I can just search. I need to find focus, damn it. Steal. That my morale might drop for that. My morale might drop for that. Yeah, I'll just exit. I'll exit. And you should do something on every card, but I'm going to go with nah. I'm just going to bounce. So we're going to exit. 556. Exit quickly after grabbing the closest. Damn it! Then why is the steal thing there? Y'all are horrible people. This game full of horrible people. Hourglass. So we'll do one here. And actually, hold on. Let's spend one of these and gain a rando. Not orange, thank you. Yeah, purple. And then we need to roll until it's not that. We're gonna re-roll. That's stupid. U-turn, and I get another, which is a blue. Put that back, put this over here. You stuff the sleeping bag onto your arm and leave the house. Gain item 1040 and go to 204. 1040. I don't want to steal from these people. Stop making me do things. Ooh, it's the first time I'm using these cards. It's the first time I'm using these cards. 10. Oh, I wouldn't have used them anyway. 1040. Stole somebody's shoes, man. I'm stealing shoes. This could go away. I already have something to ignore cold damage. It's a good way to get health back, but... It's a good way to get health back. It's a real good way to get health back, but my health is okay. It's my morale that sucks right now. I'm gonna ditch it. I'm gonna ditch it. I'm not sleeping. I'm not sleeping anything. I'm not stealing anything. No. And we're going to 204. So we're back here. Then we're going to go to I'm going to keep heading east, 415. Actually, let's head north. 204. We're heading north. All this jumping. 5. All right. So it's a 5 test. We'll make it a 4. Refreshes everything. And then we roll 4. Okie dokie. We're going to have to do some stuff here. So we're going to re-roll that star. And we'll get a rando, another purple. And re-roll this star until it's not a star. Cool. Then we were moving, so we got a heart here, giving us this, and then we got this, which I'll do here to give us one of these back. I don't want to do a Destiny Cube just yet. I don't want to. Then here. Actually, it doesn't hurt us to, so I'll do a Destiny Cube. I'm not going to do the last one until my objective is done. So I need to find where it says to focus. Each lodestone shifts under your weight as you leap, and you're relieved when you finally reach solid ground again. Go to 209. We're back with the metal. An animal growls at your approach, glaring at you with laser-like eyes with only floating islands at your back. You're trapped. Chase, scan, mimic, feed, catch, or hunt. Gotta catch them all, man. Gotta catch them all. I can mimic it. Ooh, I got lots of mitigation for mimicking. Let's mimic it. Mimic. 209. Mimic the animal's swift, nimble movements. Test 5. 1, 2, 3. So I'm only rolling 2 dice. Actually, I'll roll 3 dice. Star can go here, which would give me cube here. And 2 blanks. To mimic the animal, you skitter around the clearing, keeping a safe distance from the creature. Your comical effort convinces the animal that you are a friend, not foe. Gain animal 828. 828. Stop giving me stuff. So, animal, wild, metal. I already have a metal symbol. Steel fox. This animal is now loyal to you. Replace this with another animal. But it's something to build up loyalty to, which isn't too bad. And the mimic, I could have instead putting it here. I could have put it here because it's a metal. Instead of putting this here, I could have put it here because it was a metal test. Yeah, let me do that. Save that for when I really need it. If I make it loyal, that'll be fun. And it has overpower. That can help me. Okay. I could continue north now that I don't suffer cold damage. I think I will. I continue north. 209 north. We're going north. Chase away that animal. Test 3. Happens to be what's left. It's a chase. Whoa! All blanks. That's a good turn. All blanks. Let's put one more on here, and then we're not putting any more until this is done. So, So we chase it away. You make yourself big, spooking the animal. Gain 1 morale, and you may move north to 214. Yes. Just a little bit of breathing room. 214. Suffer 1 cold damage. No, I don't. My equipment says I ignore cold damage. So suck it. Near the top of the steep staircase leading from the southwest, gusts of wind make the path forward a risky endeavor. Explore, balance, hail, craft, forage, or charge. I just need to find focus. Focus. Oh, well, let's do... Let's do explore. I have space for explore. Purple 214. Let's see what we got. 6? Come on, game. Come on. 6? I'm going to spend these 2 to make it a 4, of course. 6. Jesus, Pete. Alright, what do we got? We got heart, U-turn, blank, and a star. Let's re-roll that star, gaining a rando red. Re-roll the star. Okay. And we did a purple. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We could do this here to gain a charge. This here to gain a charge, a boost. I say a charge, a boost. This here to gain. Nope. Yeah, it's purple. That here to gain a boost. Put that back and do that there. After crawling over the ledge, you enter the cave. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you reach a barrier that requires further attention. Go to cave 034. I just want to find a place where I can focus. Ooh, that's a new symbol for me. Let's see what that symbol means. That is stone. Rock and stone. Cavern barrier. A sentinel blocks you from proceeding deeper inside. We can evade, examine, befriend, share, gather, or attack it. Y'all want me to fight things, and I'm not equipped to fight a single thing yet. We could befriend it. We could befriend it. Let's befriend it. I've got the cubes for that. Befriend. This is a peaceful journey. You murdering hobos. Befriend 6. Befriend the sentinel. We'll do this to make it 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Murder hobos. Okay. Lots of returns. And we could live with this. We could do this. This, and we'll get one there, and then these return. It's lonely! It's lonely standing here all day, and you appeal to the Sentinel's desire for companionship. They share that they miss the days of training for this job, as at least then they could chat with other sentients. Now they just stand here all day waiting for anyone with the password. Eventually, they let you pass, and they look forward to seeing you again. Ha! Proceed deeper into the planet's 094. 094. Look at y'all. Murder hobos. Kill it! Kill it! Okay, I must already have the 094, the 093 card here. Yep, I see it. 094. Oh, we're back in the city. We basically walked to the city. We re-walked to the city. You may pay this to avoid pickpocketing. Inside the Hollow Mountains, a sprawling city and a cave. And I think we've already done what we did here, so we're going to go back to 034. So we're going to go back. I think we got to back up the truck the whole time. Rolling 1. It's a star. Let's get some free stuff. We're going to re-roll that. Get some free stuff. Purple. And then re-roll until it's not a star. It's a blank. Then we're going to back the truck up again to 215. 214. And then we can go someplace else. 214, blank, and then we're gonna go north. That's an unknown. So going north to of 214. We're gonna just keep going north until I find that frickin' focus. 6. Well, damn it. It's getting worse and worse to go across this planet. So 6 will cause a refresh. There's nothing I can mitigate. And then we're going to roll 6 dice. We are going to do a thing. We will surely do a thing. Well, wow. Okay, so we got 2 blanks and a U-turn, and then 3 hourglass. Put 1 there, and 1 there. We're good. Put 1 here, gain cube, and here to gain another cube, so I can upgrade the other thingy. 2 blanks, and U-turn. You have to think about every step. Gain ability 1501, but you make it safely to the cave, to cave 034. I don't want to go to cave 03. Isn't that where I just came from? Son of a biscuit! Dadgummit! 1... Okay, we need to get out of here. 1501. Oh, that's this thing. That's balance. But I'm not keeping balance. And then I'm going to back up to here. Blank. So I'm back here. Let's go west. Just good lord. It says southwest, but it says north, east, or west. And I don't want to go east. I guess I'm going east. Whatever. Descend 6. Another 6 test. There's only 4, so we'll do this. Grab the 6. Okay, so we can put it there, and then do some re-rolling. So we'll do that, and then we're going to re-roll this, spending 1 of these cubes, gaining a free thingy, which is a green, which is perfect, actually. And then we re-roll until this is not a heart. It's a blank. Cool. So we put 1 here, gain this, 1 here, these 3 go here, and then this returns to the pool. And then we descend them. It says they may add 1. If they do, they gain on their character. Whenever a player ends their turn, they may add here. If they do, they gain a boost cube on their character. The game ends if there are 6 here. It's not a may end. It does end. I should have been getting boost cubes on my character for that. I was screwing that up. A staircase leads down to the edge of the sea. Go to 417 and gain 1 morale. 1 morale. You go to 417. Cannot find this freaking thing to save my life. I'm just looking for focus. A sentient scuttles along the shore, not seeming to notice you. So there it is. There's a lovely symbol for overpower. So we can force it. Greet it, spy, follow, blah, 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 blah. Alright, so... the symbol says this symbol has force on it, so let's force it. This could be the worst decision of my life, but this is what the audience wants. They want this. Let's force it. 417. Force the sentient to lead you to their destination with a 1 test. I'm gonna make that as 0. The brightly lit sentient is easy to track as they guide you through an increasingly dark staircase. If I end up back in that damn city, they bid you farewell, leaving you alone underground at the end of the secret passage. Go to cave 094. I swear to God, if I end up back at that city. I'm walking in circles. I ended back up at that damn city, didn't I? Son of a... I just got off this... Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm walking in circles. Worst navigator ever. What the freaking hell, man? Alright, so let's get out of here. I gotta leave again. Put this here. 34. Go back to 34. Which then we'll leave here. Go back to 214. Hey, look. I'm back at the top of a stupid mountain. Let's go southwest or whatever the hell that thing is, because this is dumb. What the hell, man? Southwest. Hike. Hike is not one of my keywords. Okay. Roll 3. That's amazing. Alright, so... let's get some stuff for that star. Of course, let's do this in turn. We're gonna spend 1, get ourselves something. Orange, and then re-roll until it's not a star. It's our glass. So we'll do this to get it back, and this to add this here. What did Derek do for 2 hours? I walked in a circle, because I'm a good navigator. The sphere grows from the sphere grows from the size of a marble to taller than a person as you get closer. Go to 208. Oh my God! I'm trying to get out of here. It's a nightmare. 267. So 208 is here somewhere. Here. And we haven't been here yet. Nestled into the chilly rocky crag at the northern edge of the sprawling mountain range is a large orb. We can enter, inspect, interact, aid, access, or shatter it. I wouldn't be in the woods, Alexa, for you to follow me. Are you kidding me? I would not be in the woods. I've seen that movie. I've seen it. I know how it ends. At least for me. This is the plot. This is the plot of Echo. That's true. That's true. Okay. Let's do this. So we're going to spend these 2 to refine this to get 1172. 1172. And we get that. The Azurite Amulet. We can refine it again, and you know we will. We're going to upgrade this thing to full. This would go back to the pool. Okay. All right. Then I just want to find some place to focus, man. That's all I need to do is to focus. Let's see. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Honestly, you know what I should have thought about? This balance skill and this spell work great together, because I can do a balance test on this, solving for that, to always power this up, to always craft, refine. This balance skill I should have held on to. That's a good thing. Like, I could just do balance checks to always power this thing up and then use it. Always. So I could, like, immediately you could break the game. That's awesome. It's bad, but it's awesome. I could just go back in my circle, get balance back, and then go from there. And I still need to get this other spell. Or Tai Chi Fighting Ninja. That's a really cool way to, like, anything you have that has green on it, you automatically take care of it. If I find balance again, I just noticed that, which I'm sure the min-maxers already saw that a long time ago. But I would replace probably him for it, and then just cycle through the whole thing, because now I can mitigate all of that on those tests. So if I find it again, and it's very easy, I'm going to walk into a circle again to get it. Maybe I should go find it and then just exploit that. This was southwest. Southwest I went from 209, right? Nope. From 214. So I'll go west again to 207, maybe? No, I'll go south. I need to find focus. Yeah, I'll go south. So travel. Nope. Compass 207. But I need to roll first. Oh, no, I don't. I don't know where I'm going. South 207. South. Hike 3, hike down the hill. I should be good. I should be good on this. I'll do this to gain a cube here. Do this here because they're going to refresh. And then a blank. Alright, what do we got? You're glad to leave with all your belongings, but you still check your pockets. Go to 202. 202. Alright, that's in here too. So if I see 203 or 2... Yep. No, it's 203. This is 202. That same sentience I saw before, and I've already done these actions, so I'm going to go south again. For 202. South. Leap across the gap and finding a gap in the mountains. 3. So refresh. Once again, this should be easily taken care of. Blank, blank, and a heart. Blank, blank, and a heart. We'll put the heart down here. We find. Clouds drift across the crevasse. Go to 718. I don't think I've pulled any of these cards yet. 16, 18. This is stone. The clouds part as the bulky sentient bounds towards you. Hide, yield, diffuse, console, enlist, or defend. Let's enlist, maybe? We don't need these greens anymore because I've got this thing. So let's console them. What's wrong, buddy? What's wrong? So green, 718. Console the sentient 4. I'll spend these 2 to make it 2. Blank and a star. I want some more of these, so I'm going to spend the cube to reroll, get a purple, and reroll this until it's not a star. There we go. There, go there. What's wrong, bud? The sentient's voice sounds like rocks grinding together as they explain that a group of bandits, metal sentients, stole their soul stone and took it to the west. Gain 1 take and quest 1654, and it's added horizontally to the supply. So I gain 1 take. I think that's yellow. Take. Yeah, take is yellow. And then 1654. I'm heading back up into the woods. 1654 looks like. Yep, this is a quest. So it says a stone sentinel something super blue. A stone sentient bemoans the metal bandits who stole their soul stone and hid it in their hideout. I've been to the hideout 30 times today. Gain the blue crystal in the bandit hideout. I have that. And exit to an outdoor location. If you do or have already done this, read 1654 in the Book of Secrets. I have the blue crystal. It's right here. This is blue crystal. I have it. I've just been refining it. So if I already have it, I go to the Book of Secrets and I read 1654. The stone sentient drawn to the blue crystal bounds towards you and embraces you in a massive hug. Lose the blue crystal and gain sentient 1345 and $2. Then rotate this quest and add it to your grid. So lose the blue crystal. Aw. Lost. And gain $2. This is the first money I've gained this entire game. And gain sentient 1345. We were smart. Alright, so we're rich. So that's it. Crag the Cloud Talker. If the next challenge die you place on a card in your grid is blank, gain sentience on that card. Ooh, he's actually very useful. He is very, very useful. So I gain him, and then this, it says, Then rotate this quest and add it to your grid. I assume it's added under me, I believe. So he will get added to my grid. And I think this gets added under me. Like so. So I've completed a quest, but I haven't completed objective because I can't find focus. So we're going to go south. So we're done with you. We consoled you. And we're just going to keep searching, so we're going to go south. Shoot. You know what I lost? I lost my travel safety. Biscuits. I should have kept it for myself, you jerk. Alright. We're going to travel south. Which is here, which is 718. Might be the card we're looking for. 3. I lost my safety. I lost my safety net. 2 U's and a star. I'm gonna re-roll that star and gain some stuff. Gain a red. And re-roll until this is not a star. And that's fine because that'll give me, put that there, gain that back, and these 2 go back here. Okay, and then we see what it says we go. You teeter on the water's edge, tempted to jump in. 717. Give me a focus, people. Come on. A crystal clear hot spring beckons you. We could dive in, learn, ask, brew, bathe, or pluck. I mean, learn is kind of our thing, right? It's kind of what we do. We could dive. Might be something cool down there if we jump in. Pluck it. Pluck the plants? Nah. I think we're going to die. We're gonna jump. It could be a shallow pool. We've seen how we've read the mission briefings, we've watched the after school specials, and yet we're still jumping head first into a shallow pool. 717. Dive deep into the pool 4. I lost my safety net, man. This is scary. Okay, so we got 2 blanks. Star in that. We're gonna re-roll the star. Getting another orange. And then we don't want this to be a star. Right? And should we re-roll? We'll re-roll this as well to gain another resource. A green. Until it's not that. It's stuck. Damn it. I thought it was going to be a heart. Okay. Morale goes down. These go here. This goes here. That goes there. Commune with Cthulhu. As you slice through the warm water, you see a golden glimmer in its depths. I mean... The water drains into an increasingly narrow passage, ending in a trickle along the walls of a cavern. Good. If I end up back in this damn city, I swear, 084, and I think I have 084 in here. If I end back up in this flippin' city. Okay, I don't. Oh my gosh. 084. You're back in the cave. Either pay a movement to stay on the ledge or lose a health. You stumble onto a narrow ledge. Your momentum almost carrying you into the void. Balance, search, sink, assemble, extract, or target. Okay, so... unfortunately, we're going to lose a health. I don't have any move. Then we are going to extract. I want to know what the hell this stuff is because it sounds fun. Yellow. I think that's a yellow. Yellow-orange? I don't know. Extract a piece of crystal. It's the only way to live. 3. So grab these. Sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. This would be here. This would be here. And this would have been here. Nope, this would have been here. There, we'll do that, because I'm going to spend these 3 not to roll anything. I shouldn't have done that. Ooh, that was not good. 084. Leaning off the edge, you just barely snap off a small crystal, but you catch your forearm on a sharp rock. As you do, lose 1 health and gain 1164. You may continue to move balance action. So I lose another health. Oh god, this is how I'm gonna die. I don't even know how to swim. 1164. I don't like living vicariously through a game. So we got a yellow crystal. Yellow crystal's good. Goodbye, good sir. Actually, we'll switch it with this dude. And then we'll put that dude there, which discards that. And we're going to move balance. So move balance 0 4. I'd like to leave. That's cool. Balance 5 across the rope to the left. There's a rope? Underwater? Sure. It's a 5 test, so now we refresh. I grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure. I'll believe that. Got that, blank, star, and a heart. Alright, so we can put the heart here, and we can re-roll the star and gain some items. It's a green. And we don't want a star. Blank. Awesome. So blank, blank, return, heart. Your nimble balancing act gives you confidence for more feats of agility in the future. Gain ability 1501. The staircase leads you deeper into the planet to cave 048. Right. So 1501 is the balance one. We can game the system, people! Alright, so what am I switching off of? I really don't need this anymore. So I'm gonna ditch Buddy. Actually, I could throw. I don't know if we could throw away our item. I could ditch Bud. Yeah, I'm gonna ditch Crag Dude. Yeah, sure. He got what he wanted. And I'll put balance in there. So now I can power this thing up with this, and then that will power those up. Alright. And we're going to cave 048. Every single time it tells me to go to 0, I get scared. Oh my god, what the hell is that? Exit is always available to observe, inspire, assemble, grab, hunt. A massive monster slithers away through the tunnel, its tail flickering debris in all directions. Yeah. No. 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 Oh god. What does assemble do? That's got me curious. Assemble's got me curious. Assemble has me curious. I'm gonna assemble. I should hunt it, but no, I'm gonna leave it alone. Assemble a staircase leading to the ceiling of the cavern far above the animal in case it returns. Test 5. I'm gonna spend these to make it 3. Roll 3 dice. I got some potential options. That's good. All blanks. That is good. Yeah, I'll take that. As you admire the view from your newly created perch, you notice a bright light beaming through the sediment. You peer inside to see a stunning crystal. 1506 and go deeper into the planet cave on 040. Stop giving me crystals. 1506. $1506? 1506. Oh, it's an ability. Assemble. Gain the result of assemble. Gain that if you would lose. Gain $2 if you would lose a blueprint. Alright. Look what you did. Gain the result of another assemble action. Nah. What else are we doing? We're going to 040. I have that. Where do I have that? Your entire body tingles in the presence of a powerful artifact. The sensation is compounded by the intense pressure of being deep underground. We can exit, prepare, activate, share, extract, or force. Ooh, boy. And there's nowhere to go here. I kind of want to extract. I kind of want to. This is the dumbest thing I'm going to do. I can activate it. I'm going to activate it. Activate the self-destruct. Let's do it. Yogi, you gave me the idea. Let's do it. Activate. 040. We're doing it. We are doing it. Test 6 to activate the artifact. I'm spending 2 to make that a 4. So you're gonna roll 4 dice. So I got 2, and this I'm gonna put 1 here to gain a cube here, and I'm gonna put 1 here. As you touch the massive crystal, you feel an instant connection with every other crystal on the planet. You blink, and when your eyes open, you're back on the surface with the crystal in your hands. Gain item 1000 and go to 157. If you have a previous location card, for reference, return it to the box. All right, so gain 1000. So gain item 1000. The dodecahedron! When placed, gain here per... I threw that guy away, sadly. So I won't be able to place... I don't have anything to place it with. But there you go. A player may access the collective knowledge of this planet's inhabitants by viewing a page in the Book of Vantages. Pages 7 to 30. Where will you go? Because I'm going to get that quest. I'm going to put you here. And we're going to ditch you. You've served your purpose. Okay. Then we're going to 157. I'm back at the top of the mountain. Watch. Oh, I know where we are. A gateway shimmers atop the verdant rock. I know where we are. So, enter is always available to go through the portal. I know exactly where we are. Alright, so we are going to... we are going to enter the portal. Actually... let's do balance first. We're going to balance for 3. So we get all this back, nothing to mitigate, and then we'll roll our 3 dice. Time, blank. Put a time here to gain this. This goes here to gain that. And then a blank. And this one has 2, so I'm matching this one to 2. And then I'm going to spend these 2 to refine this one and go to 1170. 1170. 11 here. Turning this into a yellow crystal. It has the 2 symbols for that on it. I wish I still had the blue one. These crystals are cool because they make you safe across the board. If I had the blue, then I just need to find the red one, and that would be amazing. then I'm good to walk the planet. Alright, then... I know where we are, so I'm going to enter the portal. I know where we are presently, and I know where it's going to take me. 157. I'm close to a focus point, I think. Enter 5 to enter the gateway after swinging up onto the rock. So it's actually I already committed. Because I think I should have gone a different way because I know what I did when I first played this. We got that. These two. That. I should not have gotten rid of that blue crystal. I need to re-roll the heart. Gain a resource from it. A blue. Time. Okay, so... time here for this. The heart would have been great with that. Sadly, I got rid of it. I need to bring this thing back out too. So I'm going to have to take a heart damage, a time hit, return, and a blank. As your hand touches the surface also reaches out to you, pulling you forward. You may resist to stay here and gain 1 boost or proceed into the gateway. I'm going to resist because I was dumb. I'm going to stay here and gain a boost. There are 4 portals and you just portal around. So we're going to leave here because I need to find the focus stuff. I need to find the focus. So we're going to leave here and go... We're going to go south. Actually, we're going to go west. 156. 157, sorry. 157. Oh, God. I'm an idiot. Never mind. I just have to roll 1. Blank. And then we go to 156. The Traveler's here. These unique rocks formations are a result of volcanic activity in the realm. We can chase, listen, consult, build, gather, or target. I am going to continue to go west to 155. Goes back there, 155. Good Lord. Rock formations in the realm of fire are created by magma over many centuries. A long swim to the south will have you arrive at one much smaller than this. We can swim. I don't have the protection of that anymore. I think if we're going to do anything, we can consult, listen, share, bathe, fish, or move. I'm going to move south. 155 south. I'm just kind of aimlessly walking south here. Cool. 6. Let's mitigate it to 5. The swim is long, but eventually pull yourself ashore on an island that is empty, save for an improbably balanced igneous rock formation. Go to 150 and gain 1 morale. So what I lost, I gain back. And go to 150. They will not give me a focus check. Fire, I believe. With the heat of the volcano at your back, a small animal flutters before you, a combination of flames and wings keeping it in the air. Chase, observe, coax, feed, catch, and hunt. We're going to go north. I'm not going to do any of those things. We're going to go north. That's what we're going to do. It doesn't say that there's another island. 2, 4, 6. Losing that crystal was the worst thing that ever happened to me. This might be it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we can mitigate that. And potentially mitigate that. So let's spend this to gain a resource. It's a green. And this can't be a star. Don't be a heart. Don't be a heart. It's a star. Don't be a heart. It's a blank. Okay. This will go here, giving us this. All 6 of these are going to go up here. Okay. And then we move where what's happening to us. The currents and cross currents make the swim even harder than it looked from the shore. Go to 155 and gain another morale. Morale, go to 155. So we swim back. We basically swim back. I'm not doing that again. And I think I tried to go north that took me there. Oh, to the south. So we're going to go 417 that way. And have I been to 417? I'm going to go back to the frickin' place I already came from. I need to find it. Yes, I have. And that's how I ended back up in the stupid city. And I came from 156. So we can, so south is the island. So we're going to go north. One 155 north. Swim north across the tide, 4. So there's 2. I can't mitigate it, so we're going to refresh. Roll 2, 3, 4. Two blanks, you turn in a star. I'll take it. Crossing lines dominate the northern sky. Are those contrails from other ships? Go to 160. Heat emanates from the well-guarded building. You have the feeling that outsiders aren't welcome here. See that symbol right there? Scale, spy, trade, craft, course, or subdue. I just want to find a focus place, people. Let's go to 161. Just need to roll 1 die. It's a blank. Good Lord, what the hell is that? And we just lost. And we just hit 0. Suffer 1 heat damage. A sentient batters the rock at their feet, causing their tiny explosions. Awesome. Boop. So, I ignore core damage, not heat damage. So what happens when any token reaches 0? Read the mission's entry in the take storybook, which is where we were. Doop. 1588. We already did that, so we lost. Yep, so we lost. Bless your heart. Yep, this can only be done once per game, so we lost. Oh, man. Where the hell was the focus actions, man? I just needed one focus action. I could have left and been rescued and the game would have been over, but I wanted to complete my mission because I've never done that. None of these had focus. None of them. Oh, that sucked. And we lost. I just need to find a focus action. I would have completed this mission, and then I would have done this and won. All I'm doing is walking around looking for a focus action. Dadgummit. Yeah, it's lots of fun. I did not finding the crystals is the way to go. If you upgrade the crystals, it's the way to go. You cover every potential thing. So that would be something that I would do. I would find every crystal that I can, and then just upgrade those crystals. And getting this spell was clutch, because then I was able to upgrade these crystals without any problem. I was so sad I lost the blue one. Losing the blue one hurt. I shouldn't have gave it back to that guy. Because then if I'd upgrade this, it would have been blue, orange, and then yellow. And I'd have been good to go. Sometimes it's easier to take the win however you can. The journey was fun, though. Yeah, the journey was fun. But that is Vantage. Oh, man, this was a journey. 3 hour game of Vantage that ended in our death. I did not realize that this buzzing creature of death would kill us. But, that sucked. Ah, well. Alright. I don't know. I think the game is fun. I like it. Every game is different. I found one place where I was like, I know where we are. But everything else was brand new to me from where I crash landed and where it went. So there is replayability in this game. Is there infinite replayability? No. Pretty soon you'll run into a place that you've been before and you're like, okay, I know where to go, and then you could kind of play it. But it's a planet and there's a lot of stuff to see. I don't think this is the most. I think no, because when Sarah B and I played, it was about the same amount of time. So we saw the same amount of stuff on the planet, which is about this much. And we still, there's only one location that I've seen before. So that means the replayability is there for sure. I want to beat the mission. That's something I want to do. So I think I might play this again tomorrow. Would y'all be interested to seeing another one of these tomorrow with a different character? I think, not tomorrow, sorry. Tomorrow I'm doing... I'd have to play... It would have to be a short game, so Wednesday. I think I'll play this again on Wednesday. I like this. I like this game a lot. I think I'm going to play it again on Wednesday. Tomorrow is the lunchtime stream, and then it's Earthborn Rangers. But I think I'm going to play it... I've done red partially and purple partially. Yeah, I'm going to play this again. I'll play this on Wednesday. We're gonna come back to this. And when we roll, if we get purple, we won't pick purple. I won't pick orange, so we're gonna limit the colors that we have and go from it. So I'll get it scheduled for Wednesday, and then we'll go from there. But tomorrow, I probably might end up doing 2, maybe 3 games tomorrow. I'll find a short one to play. You know what the short one I could play is? I could try. I think I've almost learned the Anarchy, so I could play it in the morning. We'll do the lunchtime stream, and then at night and I'll probably push the time up from 6, but we'll probably to 3 or something, and we'll do Earthborn Rangers around that time. So tomorrow's going to be a big game day. I'm going to be sleepy as hell, but we're going to do it. And then Wednesday we'll do Vantage. Thursday we'll play something else, and then Friday we'll play something else, and we'll have a lot of fun this week with board gaming because I'm on vacation. So. Cool. I'll set something up for tomorrow. We'll play the Anarchy in the morning. If I learn, I'm gonna watch Paul's video and watch Rolling Totally Table's video, because I think they both do great. Well, I know they both do great jobs of teaching. So once I've gotten the rules down to that and run through at least one try, I'll schedule something if I'm feeling good about it, and then we'll play a lot of games tomorrow. Cool, cool. Okay, that's gonna be all for today. Thank you so much to my patrons, subscribers, and if you're neither who came in to hang out, thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I will see y'all all tomorrow. I love you. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Bye-bye.